What is up, guys? It's fucking your boy, Oscar G. I know it sounds funny. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've smoked on the podcast. You got through the rant, had a little extra, got a little bit, relax out the day, get a more smoother aesthetic in this podcast. Um, shit. Man, I've been gone for a few days, longer than I expected to be. About 3 days, something like that. So, I figured I had enough stories and shit like that to kind of talk about, uh, you know, shit that goes on throughout the day, almost gotta tell you about a dog, cause some dude ordered fucking some shitty ass chicken express or something like that, bro. I don't remember what it was. Cat, hey, get the fuck. My bad, it's my crackhead cat, man. My bad. Hopefully he don't come back like that. My bad. My bad if that was bad for y'all's heads, for y'all's head, ears. All right. Anyways, yeah. So he ordered some kind of chicken shit or whatever it is, And so I saw he had one dog, and I was like, oh, that's a big ass dog. It was a pit bull. It was pretty big, and so I'm like, all right, well, hopefully it says me that door, but most people just kind of barely crack it open, kind of put their leg in the way so the dog can't get through, and they go for it, they get the food and everything. Well, this fucking guy just swings his door wide open and just fucking his dog starts trying to run out of there. He's holding him by the collar, and then I'm like, all right, man, well, here you go or whatever. And so I hand it to him, and then he has a second dog that just comes up out of nowhere, the big ass German Shepherd. I'm like, oh fuck. And I know what to do. I don't know if y'all know. I've gotten to talk about German Shepherd before. I think. Hold on. Let me move the mic real quick. Let's go right there. That's about an inch where the top. Damn, what's the fucking name of this shit? The fucking. I'm thinking of claw. What the fuck? Just his teeth. You know what I'm saying? The fucking spiky teeth. And he just went in that bitch, and he jumped, and when he got it, so when he went down, just ripped that shit wide open. He got me on the bottom too, but it's hard to be seen because I don't have the best quality camera, so you can't really see it. But it's like a little circle where the bottom one went in. I got like one on my calf muscle, where he got me too, and I mean that shit was fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. I went to my friend's house for Christmas. He got like the new Resident Evil 6 or something like that when it came out. So, we were happy to play it. And so he wanted me to play with him because I liked Resident Evil 2. And I don't think Resident Evil, my bad. I don't know if that sounded weird, but whatever. So, yeah, I liked playing Resident Evil. It was fun for me. Yeah, but I didn't get it. I didn't have an Xbox at the time. I had like burnt out or some shit at the Red Ring of Death. So he had it, so he got it, so we were gonna play. And I had a dog at that time. It was my favorite dog ever. Like my favorite pet, really, overall. Because I mean, I've had bunnies. I had a bunny one time. Yeah, I remember I had a few cats, some stray cats. And I had a few other dogs with that was also I also had at the same time I had this specific dog, but this one that outlived all of them. Somehow the other ones just loved running out, like just leaving crazy distances to just fucking walk around, and you know there was like big ass dogs also in there. It was three main roads that were kind of connected, so they would kind of always go through the different roads, and they had to get into dog fights and shit with other fucking people's dogs that weren't in a fucking you know in a fucking fenced in area, and They love being outside. They weren't inside dogs for sure. They were raised to be outside. And sorry, my cat's here looking at me like, "What's up? What you doing over here?" This is the first time they see me podcasting, and they're pretty interested right now. Anyways, my bad, my bad. Fuck, I have a shitty beard, bro. Like, I have a I have like a fucking. I got a fat guy face, so I gotta hide it with a little bit of facial hair so it doesn't look as bad, you know. You get a little bit of something, you know. If I just take this off, you know what I'm saying? It's just all around straight, you know. No fucking, you know. I gotta fucking lose some weight before I start taking this shit off. I'm not even gonna cab, so you might see me like this for the rest of my life if I don't fucking get my shit together. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I actually lost like 9 pounds this week, which was pretty good. I think it's. I don't know if if it's healthy or not. Hey, what you doing? What you doing with my cup? My bad, my bad. The cat's over here messing with me. Hey! Stop, stop! Hold on, I'm gonna kick him out. Give me a sec. All right, I think I got him out. Well, she ran away before I even got up. So hopefully she don't come back. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about before the dog? Oh, I got attacked by a dog. Yeah, so the fucking oh my bad. So the Uber guy just like, I mean, he just didn't know what to do. He was screaming at the German Shepherd and not, you know, hey, stop, you know, stop barking, blah, blah, blah. You know, I was ready to fucking rock the shit out of him because, you know, that first German Shepherd that got me in the arm, he won round one. But shit, I won round two. I had to defend myself, you know what I'm saying? So I think a month or two goes by, and I still go to his house, but then now they have the dog tied because the reason why he attacked me is because it had rained that day. That's what we think. It had rained that day, and my dog, uh, she didn't really. It was a girl. Her name was Linda. She didn't really like. She was cool with other dogs, but she was never like. I don't think she ever really had a problem with any other dogs. I guess just a few, like here and there, but she was pretty friendly. And but the other dog was a big ass German Shepherd. He was just violent towards any other dog. He was like super protective, you know. And so, fucking, I was petting my dog before I left, and I guess that scent was on my hand, and I just remember I went inside, never had an issue, and today he just happened to run past my hand, and he smelled my dog, and I guess it made him angry, I guess, and so that's when he started like jumping on me, trying to attack me and shit. And honestly, it wasn't even that deep. It was kind of like, I don't know. It wasn't really that deep of a cut, honestly. We just put like a bunch of alcohol on it and shit. Bandaged it up, and that was it, And I still played video games that day, you know. I don't. I think we ended up going to the hospital after that. Because after we were done playing and shit, I went over there and I think my mom wanted to see if I needed stitches, which I didn't think so, and I think I was right. I think I didn't. I didn't get any. I've never got stitches. I never actually had like fucked up shit like that. I fucked myself up, but somehow I've never like really like torn open something or some shit like that, bro. Knock on wood, right? Yeah. So yeah, that was the first time he attacked me. The second time, so this is what fucking happened. I'll tell you right now. A few months passed, right? And we're gonna hang out again at his house, play some video games, and like it's like it's crazy. It's like it happened so fast that it's like yeah, it was just like an instinct almost. Like my bad if I'm saying like a lot. I'm trying to remember it. It was like I fucking had PTSD for a little bit. My bad. So this is what happened. Went to his house and the dog was tied up, right? And of course, I go inside, blah, blah, blah. So they think he's still tied up. They let him loose after I go inside, so it's not stuck being tied up for a long period of time. So he can run around the big ass yard. And they thought he was tied up, but apparently they didn't. He either was loose or he was never tied up. I just had a feeling that he wasn't tied up, even though my friend kept saying, "No, he's tied up, he's tied up." And I was like, "All right, well, let's go, fuck it." And I just remember seeing him just run straight at me with like nothing held him back. Like, when dogs fucking they don't give a fuck and they run, they the fucking neck and shit, and they're fucking barking. No, no, no. This guy just kept coming at me, and I kept screaming. I freaked the fuck out, and I kept screaming, "He's not tied up. He's not tied up." And my friend didn't notice in time. He was like a few steps ahead of me, and he was like, "Oh shit!" And so the dog jumps up. He's trying to bite my fucking either my chest or my face. As he's coming, he only gets to like right here on my stomach. I hit him with my right, my bad. I hit him with my right knee, straight up in the chest. Boom, goes up, and then in midair, right? I just fucking give him a fucking hard ass right. Like I'm right-handed, so I got like I got a pretty strong fucking hit. Um, and I just remember rocking the fuck out of him, and he like spun 3 times in the air as he was like, you know, because he's in midair. So imagine like what the fuck was that? Ah, fucking cat. Just like it was like in midair. So like imagine like you jump in the sky, somebody just hits your legs, you're just gonna fucking fly back. But with that fucking right, boom, he just started spinning. He spun like 3 times. He landed on his feet and he was like all dazed and shit. And my friend just jumps on him and grabs him and he's like, oh, and like the dog's just like, what the fuck? He's just looking at me all confused, like what just happened? I was trying to bite this motherfucker's nipple off and shit, and now I'm somehow here, and and the guy just like, you just punched my dog, and I was like, yeah, and he was like, holy shit, that was fucking badass, and but I'm shitting myself, right? I'm trembling, like just out of fear, but it was just a reaction. I had no. I don't know. I was so fucking scared. I guess I chose my body chose fight this time, and yeah, I remember getting home and I was just fucking trembling, just fuck, 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 fuck. It's just all the adrenaline that came in. It was like my body went into like life or death situations like mode, and I rocked the fuck out of him. So all this just playing in my head while I'm over and where I got attacked the first time and then I had to beat his ass the second time, you know, and like it was, it was like I'm saying like a lot. I think that's what I'm gonna call this this episode. Is it is it loud enough? Well, it feels like it's not loud enough, right? Maybe I think the song is ending. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was. Tripping balls. Anyways, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Hmm. What the fuck was I talking about? German Shepherd, Uber. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. I guess so. I guess I'll just finish that story where I think I am. And I just get out of the house. I get out of the dude's like yard because it was like it's one of those houses where the front door is inside the front lawn, I guess, and the front lawn's kind of fenced in except for the garage for some weird ass reason, right? If you're gonna make a fucking fence, you might as well make it all around the house, so you have your full fucking, you can go outside and water the fucking plants with your fucking balls out, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not that just it makes no fucking sense. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. Yeah, I don't know. So, so I just leave, right, and I'm like, holy shit, dude. And listen, I'm not. He was a young guy. He was like looked like he was like renting the place or something. Like he just looked like a dude that wasn't that fucking bright. And I wasn't nothing happened. The dog barked, scared me, never attacked, so I just let it go. You know, but it did scare the fuck out of me. And good thing that I just good thing I was done with that shit. So here's the deal. I was fucking driving all fucking day. That's why I was really like drop a podcast because I'd be so burnt out. I mean, I drove for a good while. Honestly, I went all around. I drove like over 200 miles. I think every day. You know, I think it was like 8, 9, 10 hours somewhere around there. The driving that shit wears you out. You just gotta keep your eyes on the road. And it's fucking boring as fuck, man. But you're stuck in traffic. You're having issues with the order. Just small things like that. Like it's practically a customer service job. It's just that 9 times out of 10 you don't really have to deal with bullshit. But that one time, it's like it's so fucking stupid, or it's just something's unnecessarily difficult, right? Like this fucking Dunkin' Donuts we got right next to us. It's fucking never got shit. Ain't got no muffins because apparently nobody's buying enough fucking muffins. But yet they still got it on the Uber app. So people are still ordering the motherfucking muffins. And we ain't got no motherfucking muffins. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why you still got the muffins in the fucking order? Oh my god. It's fucking nuts. But it is what it is. Right? You know. They don't even got donuts at the end of the day. They just make one batch. They make a dozen glaze. If we run out of, we make a few dozens, and if that's gone, well, fuck it. I guess we ain't getting no more donuts. Fucking Krispy Kreme's pumping them out left and right, and you can't even fucking make a few extra donuts. Like you're gonna be open till 10. So why are you gonna not make more when you run out halfway through the day? It makes no fucking sense. But listen, I'm not Dunkin' Donuts CEO or their fucking whatever. So fucking, so that's their problem. Um, why the fuck was I talking about this? Fuck, dude, I am fucking stoned. It's been a while since I like stopping for a few days and then just smoking a fat ass blunt. It's nothing better. Nothing better. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, Oreo. Get out of here. Go. Go. Don't wiggle your tail. Don't attack anything, okay? You can be here, just don't attack anything. That's all I'm asking. She's the shit, but she's super hyper, so she attacks everything. You know, I get on their ass sometimes, but I'm not gonna lie, they're the shit. I think since Linda, which was my favorite dog, she died one day, like just unexpectedly. That's what hurt the most. Sometimes it. There was a lot of years that I could have still been hanging out with her, but I didn't get to. You know, that's what hurts the most. Now, from a dear pet, love that fucking dog. You know. Hey, you stop it with the goddamn trash can. I loved it. I love that fucking dog. You know. And I just remember I was welding at that time. I had just gotten out of school like 4 or 5 months ago. 4 or 5 months later, right? I'm in a whole new world. Welders in a small town. That's some real dirty motherfuckers out there. I'm telling you right now. That's some dirty motherfuckers, alright? Nothing but coke heads and fucking crazy motherfuckers. Not Joey Diaz coke heads. Right? No, they're fucking insane. Those dudes that really needed to be on fucking medication, like fuck crazy motherfuckers. But I don't even know, bro. Like crazy, like just crazy people. Like one dude was like a straight up meth head. Like there was just meth heads working there. Like They'd go out and break, and they'd come back all energetic and shit, running around being, whoa, yeah, like crazy shit like that, man. I remember this one kid. He was like, here's the thing: some kids there come from white kids, come from rich families, but they want them to kind of see, I guess, the world for what it is, and so they get them to what the fuck? Hey, hey. So they get them to work hard labor jobs, you know, and it helps them understand the value of a dollar. That I guess, which it really does help, you know, because a guy that's been so fucking rich that he's never had to truly work a very difficult job, a manual intensive job, you don't really value what 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 it is, you know, what that money really is, and you know that was my first job, and some of those guys were there, and so he was pretty cool. There was one guy like that in that specific company. I met a few through different companies that I would work for, because I did, you know, between me getting out of high school and wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Between 18 and like 18, 19, 20, maybe 21, maybe around there, maybe 20, maybe 19. Actually, 2 years, I went through a fair amount of jobs. My first job was a welding job, making 18 wheelers. I think I've talked about that. But the fucking people working here, bro, like straight meth heads, missing teeth and shit. Everybody dipping, you know. That's what they did, you know. And I had a friend of mine that I was friends with in their crew. It was like 4-man crew, mostly. To finish out the trailers or just to begin the frame of the trailers. It was like two teams of two or whatever. But to finish out the trailer, it was teams of four, one in each corner, and you do like a fourth, and that's kind of how the fabrication process works. We we cut out the light fixtures. You know, we put in the bumper, the lower part of the bumper in the back. Right, we put in the axles. You know, we had to line them up. So to put the axles, we had to fucking put the legs on it in the front where they fucking. You know, we had to put the thing that actually latches to the physical trailer. You know, we cut out holes for all the kinds of lights. We would weld things for the hanging lights. We would do all that stuff, and and it was just it wasn't too bad. It was kind of fun, but you didn't really get paid what an actual welder gets paid, you know, and for the work that you were doing, you know, and that's a common theme in I think small towns. I think that's a common theme. I think that's a common thing in a lot of things, especially in low minimum wage jobs. But you did kind of always get screwed over in those places because I think, in my opinion, the temp agencies just kind of had this special contract because it put you through a very difficult process of um, there's no longer it's rare at that level that most people get a job just through references. Maybe I just didn't know enough people. I mean, my family wasn't social enough, but it just you can put in a good word, but you still got to go through the temp agency, and you don't have a lot of options past that. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. You know, over there mostly it was labor work. You know, working at factories that made like premium surprise shit like that. You know, and that's what I did for a while, and I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking difficult because I became a part of a special. I became a part of a special fucking crew that would restore them. So these trailers had been out in the field, right? And most of them were chicken cages, which means that they were the type of trailers that held the chicken coops that was filled with shit and fucking feathers and all that shit. Whether it was kinda just spray with a fucking hose right? And we would have to take out, they took out the boards, so it was just kind of the frame, and so we kind of had to cut shit. We had to weld shit on top, but I mean, there was always it always was like fucked up, man. Like a bent axle or like just crazy shit like that, where we just had to fix them. And I just remember it was like such a fucking headache because you'd be cutting new holes. Well, not really cutting new holes. You'd be cutting something off, right? So you can put the winches on shit like that. So we had a, we had to like pretty much weld winches on the side, and some of them had like some kind of shit that we had to cut off, and the fucking paint, man, would just bubble up and explode. And so while you're welding, dude, there's just fucking shit just landing on you and shit on your arms and shit. Every fucking welder in there had well, every part of that crew specifically had that fucking. Oh shit, my thing fell. Fuck. Yeah, that bitch slid right off. Let me see if I can just say fucking. Alright, I'm just gonna say fucking hold like that. Sorry if it sounds fucked up. Anyways, the fucking. What was I talking about? Oh my god. See, fuck, I gotta stop smoking somewhere. Um. Okay. Yeah, every person in that crew specifically, because everybody else was just building them, so it was perfectly good metal. Most of the time, everything was just like not even rusty, so you just fucking easily welded through shit. Well, these were fucking pieces of shit, you know, and so we had to fix whatever was broken. Most of the time, it was like something was bent or something, or we had to take out the legs because the legs were a piece of shit, or we had to add certain things to them, things like that, really. And everybody had their fucking, everybody's sleeves would catch on fire from time to time. Your neck would catch on fire, your fucking legs would catch on fire from time to time. Just because that you're just working with hot shit, and sometimes you're welding over paint, you're trying to get the paint out the way, or just shit like that, and that shit will bubble up and pah. Or you gotta cut something, cut the whole certain holes out, things like that, cut something off, and it was just fucking it was horrible. I had to get a welder's cap, and it's like a weird looking fucking thing. It's like a do rag for welders, I guess you could say. That's kind of my explanation of what it is. And so that was my first job. That was the shit. I liked that. The crew there was really funny and shit. And a lot of us just I don't even think I know who's still working there anymore, because there was like the set amount of people that were that they kind of just talk to themselves. They don't really talk to the new guys type of deal. And then there'd be like 6, 7 new guys that would somehow end up in a crew by themselves, and or be in a role where most of them are all together and shit. That's usually how it was. I don't even know why. And we would all get along. And so people came and went, came and went, came and went. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? They started making me do double the work for not even a fucking $2 raise. Fucking bastards, man. Like, you got, bro, when you get out of high school, this is a fucking, for the people that say that they do the schoolwork and they're in high school or whatever it is, listen, you don't have to do everything they tell you. You don't, okay? That whether it's in an office, whether it's in a fucking restaurant, if they tell you to do something, if it's labor or anything like that, or maybe you're working at a restaurant, something that's dangerous, and they can't make you do it. They cannot. Don't ever feel peer pressured. They're gonna try to take advantage of you 9 times out of 10 because you're young, so you're not really gonna argue that whatever it is bullshit that they're fucking trying to make you do, man. You gotta learn to just tell them to go fuck themselves. I'm not doing not exactly like that, but you know what I mean. You gotta tell them, hey, not doing that shit. You know, I refused to do certain things. There was one time I had to climb a big ass silo, and I mean, sometimes I had the balls, sometimes I didn't, man. Sometimes I would be up there, I'd be shitting myself. I'd be so fucking scared, and it was like 5, 6 stories tall. Nah, I can't. Oh yeah, actually maybe 3, 4 stories tall, at least. if not up in the six, somewhere up there. It was about as high as I am right now. And sometimes I would just be like, you know what, yo, fuck that, I'm not going. I'm not gonna do that bullshit, man. I'm not feeling it today. You gotta get somebody else. So that's the lesson of the day. I'm about to go fucking live stream and shit. Hope y'all have a good one. We might have a guest next time. We might not. Who the fuck knows? Go fuck yourself, hoes. And lows. Bye.